Big controversy in the Twitter sphere right now because of tweets made by Sussex Police, a police force in England, just south of London, England, about transgender issues. The police force has taken to Twitter to caution multiple people that we will not tolerate hateful comments. Bit of a threat, bit ominous whenever anything like that comes from the police force, targeted towards individuals about tweets. So, what was in these tweets that was so hateful that the police had to wade into it, threaten their own citizens? Are they threatening a violence upon transgender persons? Are they making death threats? That's something you can't do on Twitter or by any means. That's something that you can be charged with. No, that's not what they were doing. What actually happened was Sussex Police posted a press release saying that a person who had been found guilty of sexually abusing a number of children had been sentenced to 20 years in jail. Now, this person is a transgender person. When the person committed the crimes, they were known as a man. And then after they committed the crimes, they transitioned. They're now known by a female name. And the press release called them by the female name initially. They acknowledged there was a transition, a previous identity, but they referred to the person as a woman has been sentenced to 20 years. So the great offense that some people on Twitter did was take issue with this press release and say, well, no, this is a man who's committed a crime against children. Don't say this is a female who has done this. This is a man who's committed these crimes. Okay, I guess we can quibble about that, what's appropriate to say, right or wrong. People are going to disagree. But is that a thing that cops should be wading in on and telling you, hey, no hateful comments about this person who's being sentenced to jail for 20 years for sexually abusing children? We got to use our, I don't even want to call it a bully pulpit, because of course police, they have more than that. They have the ability to arrest you, of course, to charge you for sorts of things, all things running the gamut, and we'll get to that in a moment, charging you for this sort of stuff. Should they be making these cautioning notes? Well, actually, the police in the UK have previously visited people at their homes to caution them about making what they deem to be transphobic comments. And there's one guy who actually went up to the Court of Appeal to challenge all of this. And the courts did say it's chilling on free speech. This shouldn't be happening. Really interesting to see all of this come up in the Twitter sphere right now, because here in Canada, we've just had the viral incident of the teacher in Oakville who everyone's been talking about in Canada and the US on talk shows, about the teacher who showed up to class wearing these jumbo-sized prosthetic breasts. People still trying to figure out what on earth is going on here, but people, they really have passionate opinions on this issue, as one would expect someone to have on such a story. So are we in a terrain where if this had happened in the UK, would police be chastising all those Canadians who say, I don't like what I'm seeing at this Oakville high school? And will such a thing come here? Could we see police in Canada chastising people for their online comments that don't conform to certain activist views of people in the transgender community? You never know. It's happening in the UK. It could happen here. What do you think, folks? Let us know.